Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the On Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of On Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Hello, this is John Frenaye. It is Wednesday, September 27th. The votes are in, the ballots have been tallied, and it looks like Sheila Finlayson has won her seat in Ward 4 in the Annapolis city elections. 1 week after the primary election, the provisional and absentee ballots were confirmed, and Alderwoman Sheila Finlayson, the incumbent, ended up winning by 17 votes. Initially, the votes tallied gave Finlayson a 19-vote advantage, but after the 41 absentee and provisional ballots were counted, the final tally added 4 votes to Finlayson and 6 for Tony Strong Pratt, her challenger, bringing the final tally to 176 for Finlayson and 159 for Tony Strong Pratt. Ward 4, as it has been for the last several elections, had the lowest turnout across the city with 15.3%. Strangely enough, Ward 4 is also the most populous ward of the city. Since there is no Republican challenger, it is assumed that Finlayson will retain her seat on the city council come November. And with the results of Ward 4, this falls in line with my predictions that I had made several weeks ago at On Annapolis. Go check them out at ionannapolis.net. And also to get some insight into the candidates that will be representing you come November, check out the marylandcrabs.com. We did interviews with all of the aldermanic candidates as well as all the mayoral candidates, so you can go back and revisit them anytime you like. A woman that Anne Arundel County State's Attorney Wes Adams fired just before taking office has filed to run against him. Kathy Rogers, who was a prosecutor for Anne Arundel County, was fired on her first day in office. Now she's going to be running against the man who replaced her former boss. In her announcement, she said she knows how the state's attorney office should run, and she knows how to fix it. She continued that she thought Adams may be lacking some experience in terms of prosecutors. Adams has been very vocal and very much in the forefront of the battle against opioid addiction in Anne Arundel County. You can get some insight into Wes Adams by going over to the marylandcrabs.com. We did an hour-long interview with the state's attorney last fall and got some insight into how he runs the state's attorney's office, what his vision is for the office, and how they're battling both violent crime as well as drug addiction in Anne Arundel County. Head on over to the marylandcrabs.com and search for Wes Adams. And I don't know whether this is good news or bad news, but Anne Arundel County ranks 3rd in the state for gonorrhea. Yes, Anne Arundel County has 45% of all diagnosed cases between people of ages 15 and 24 in the state of Maryland. It is a 69% jump from the year before, and the state average increase has been about 39%. So there's that.
This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George from DMV Weather. Let's get right into the forecast. Today, the 27th of September, is likely the day that will go down in the books as the last day of this calendar year that was all-out summer-like with both very warm to outright hot temps combined with moderate to high humidity levels. For today specifically, we posted a target high temp last night on our website of 85 degrees for Annapolis as part of our 4-degree forecast, and we think that's a solid number, if not slightly low, as clouds have burned off quickly this morning, and we now have max sunshine conditions outside for the remainder of the day. With that in mind, lows again tonight will not get too low, only dropping into the 65 to 70 degree range overnight for Annapolis. But then we enter transition phase tomorrow across Annapolis and all of Anne Arundel County as a cold front enters the region from the west, and temps only make it up to the 75 to 80 degree range as some solid winds kick in from the northwest around 15 to 25 miles per hour with gusts to 30 and above. Then comes the reward of fall-like weather Friday and beyond with high temps in the upper 60s and lower 70s and low temps in the 50s each day for the foreseeable future, making this weekend ideal to get out for some football games, fall festivals, and whatever else you can come up with to enjoy the very comfortable weather headed our way. Okay, that's it for us today. Be sure to download our free app by searching for DC MDVA Weather in your app store. And also be sure to follow us 24/7, 365 on our website at dmvweather.com or on social media via Twitter or Facebook. And also be sure to visit our homepage and sign up to be entered in a drawing for a $500 Amazon gift card. But you have to sign up by September 30th to be eligible, so get to it today. This is George Young of DMV Weather with your Annapolis forecast. Whatever the weather out there, have fun and be safe.
The Eye on Annapolis Daily is possible in part because of the generous support of Ram's Head On Stage. Ram's Head, where every seat is less than 48 feet from the stage, brings more than 400 concerts a year to the area. To wet your whistle, check out some of these upcoming shows. This Friday, it's local favorites, Pressing Strings. Saturday brings the fantastic Steely Dan tribute band Technicolor Motorhome to On Stage, and this will be a particularly great show with the recent passing of Walter Becker. Fastball and Starbelly on October 3rd, Crack the Sky on October 6th and 7th. The Laughs and Drafts comedy series continues with Quinn Dale on October 8th, and, for you old folks out there, a throwback on October 14th for two shows, Peter Noon and Herman's Hermits. Tickets are still available, and you can get yours at ramsheadonstage.com, or if you want to go old school, head on down to their box office. Ram's Head is located in the heart of beautiful downtown Annapolis at 33 West Street. For a guaranteed great night out on the town, ramsheadonstage.com.
You pick her out, makes a bloke feel so proud.
If you're looking for local sports, it's right here, right now, on the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief.
On Monday, after an MRI exam, it was announced that Navy junior slot back Trey Walker suffered a season-ending knee injury while returning a kickoff in the second quarter of the Navy game last Saturday. The result of the exam showed that the junior will require surgery and effectively ended his junior year for Navy football. Walker had a great game in the 42-32 defeat of Cincinnati, rushing for 68 yards on 6 attempts. He played in all 13 games as a sophomore, mostly on special teams, and this was his first career start with Navy against Cincinnati, as he was filling in for injured team captain Darrell Bonner. In other college football injury news, more bad news for Maryland Terrapin football. The team said Tuesday that it has lost freshman quarterback Kasim Hill for the remainder of the season because he tore his ACL in Saturday's loss to Central Florida. Quarterback Tyrell Pigrome tore his ACL in the season opener. Not looking too good for the Terps.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at noon. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.